But should they have their visas revoked? I'm asking you.
We are assessing your legal assertion. It is a matter of legal interpretation of the statute.
Well, just as a moral matter, I mean, should students who are here, foreigners who are here in this country, accessing our university system and advocating for the killing of Jews, should they be allowed to stay here at our leisure?
Senator, it is a matter of law, and it requires a legal interpretation, and I am not in a position to provide that legal interpretation. And let me add something.
We're diving into a tense Senate exchange where Senator Josh Hawley presses DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas on whether the U.S. should revoke student visas for individuals promoting pro-Hamas rhetoric. This discussion has raised serious questions about the fine line between free speech and national security. Let's get into the details. To start, Senator Hawley raises a key concern. Recently, there have been reports of students on U.S. campuses gathering to chant slogans like, "From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free." Hawley begins by asking Secretary Mayorkas if he's familiar with this chant and whether he understands its meaning. Mayorkas responds affirmatively, acknowledging the chant's call for a very expansive definition of Palestine that, as Hawley points out, would effectively mean the elimination of Israel. The chant has sparked nationwide discussions on whether such rhetoric has a place on U.S. soil, especially from individuals here on student visas. Hawley then pushes forward, asking whether students on visas who support or advocate for violent anti-Israel sentiments should have their visas revoked. Mayorkas sidesteps the question, noting that the answer requires a legal interpretation, but Hawley isn't satisfied with that response, prompting Mayorkas to answer from a moral standpoint. Should these students be allowed to stay in the U.S. if they're advocating violence? Subscribe if you want more content like this, where I dive deep into today's heated policy discussions. In a powerful turn, Hawley shifts to discuss an actual DHS employee allegedly posting pro-Hamas and anti-Israel content online. This employee, according to Hawley, shared disturbing messages and images that seemed to support acts of violence against Israelis. Hawley asks Mayorkas why someone openly supporting pro-Hamas sentiments and violent imagery still holds a position at DHS. Mayorkas appears defensive, insisting that this one individual does not represent the entire department. Hawley isn't satisfied with this response either, emphasizing that it's concerning for anyone in DHS, especially in immigration and asylum roles, to promote such ideologies. Senator Hawley presses further, demanding to know whether the employee in question has been fired. When Mayorkas explains that the individual is currently on administrative leave, Hawley questions why this person wasn't immediately fired. He further points out that this employee might have handled cases involving asylum seekers, including those from Israel or Jewish applicants. Hawley demands transparency on whether this employee's actions influenced her professional decisions in any way. Mayorkas maintains his stance that he cannot comment on ongoing personnel matters, which only seems to stir up Hawley's frustration. Finally, Hawley addresses the broader concern that DHS, an organization tasked with national security, cannot effectively assess whether individuals holding extremist views should remain in such sensitive roles. Mayorkas pushes back on Hawley's implication that such behavior reflects poorly on the entire department, but Hawley reiterates his concern. DHS employees are expected to uphold a standard of neutrality and commitment to the U.S., regardless of political climate. As you can see, this exchange between Senator Hawley and Secretary Mayorkas raises crucial questions about freedom of speech, accountability, and our national security. Should students and employees supporting extremist ideologies be allowed to remain in the U.S. or even work within the DHS? Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the debates that matter today. See you in the next video.